You may be wondering why this water heater has two on-off switches. Well, there's a great feature about this appliance that allows it to warm up in cold temperatures. The on-off switch on the front of the appliance, it needs to be on if the temperature drops below 35 degrees Fahrenheit, because what it'll do is it'll actually kick on the burners if it drops to that temperature or below and heat the water up inside the appliance, because if the water freezes inside these tubes, it'll damage it. When the weather starts to get colder and you're worried about the water in your RV freezing up your pipes and your appliances, it's probably time to winterize your unit. Now, there's two basic steps in that process, and that is removing all the water inside your RV and then replacing that water with non-toxic antifreeze. So let's go out to my bay and take a look at my coach and see how that works. Start by finding the low-lying drain points on your RV. Now, this particular unit has stickers that say drain outlet, two of them, one here by the tires and one back here. Underneath the RV, you'll find those particular lines with caps on them. Remove those caps and then go inside your RV and open up your shower and all your faucets one at a time. Make sure you open up the hot side and the cold side. That'll open up the vacuum and let all the water in the RV drain out. Here we are back outside on the side of our RV here at the city water connection, and we are going to introduce compressed air to blow the rest of that water out. And we use this adapter to connect the water connection to compressed air. So we'll go ahead and screw that in there, connect our compressed air line, and go ahead and blow the rest of the water out of the system. You'll need 30 psi of compressed air or less so it doesn't harm the internal components of the RV. When water is no longer draining from your faucets, close each one of them up and replace your low-lying drain plugs. In order to add non-toxic antifreeze to your system once the air has purged all that water out, you have a couple different options. You can either use your onboard pump or a submersible pump to pump that antifreeze inside. Now, we're going to go ahead and just use our onboard pump straight from the antifreeze bottle. So let's get after it. Now I'm going to open up the faucets and actually bring that antifreeze into the system. Now I want to remind you that utilizing the hot side and the cold side will add it to both the hot lines and the cold lines, and you need to do that, make sure it's throughout your whole system. And to test that, you can actually turn your cold side on, and once that antifreeze comes through the faucet, that's when you'll know it's through the whole system. And then you turn it to the hot side and then checking for that antifreeze coming out of the faucet again. Another option to add your non-toxic antifreeze to your system is to add it through the city water connection. So you'll need your bucket, your non-toxic antifreeze, a submersible pump, and a flexible hose. So let's go ahead and connect it. Now we can add the antifreeze to the bucket. Now you can place your submersible pump in your bucket and go ahead and turn that on. Now don't forget that once your pump is running and you're getting that antifreeze in the system, you're doing the same thing that we did on the inside on the mock-up. You're making sure that you're turning your faucets on, both on the hot side and the cold side, and getting that antifreeze all the way through your system on both your hot and cold lines.